All right. Hello. This is our Athens Access final project. My name is Madhavan,
I'm Joey.
I'm Bonnie Bay.
And I'm Sean.
and this is going to be our table of contents as to what we're going to be going over during this presentation. For our Athens Access project is divided up into a couple of stages, including ideation, where we basically just brainstormed the best ideas for the app; prototyping, where we just made a high fidelity MVP using Figma; testing, where we just designed and conducted usability tests on and interviewed people about the accessibility of our app; our analysis section, where we analyze both quantitative and qualitative data from our tests to draw conclusions about our product; and our reflection, where we just compiled all of our findings into the slide deck and are presenting our prototype as a group.
Okay, so the overview of our project, we had a problem where we had to create a mobile app for Athens tourism, and the importance of our app is that Athens, Georgia is a community with rich and unique culture with a lot of attractions, which can make it really hard for tourists to properly quantify what events they want to go to. And so our project aims to enhance the user experience by providing easy access about the best recreation activities, events, and hotels in the area.
In our ideation phase, we brainstormed mainly and started on Slack, moving on to Figma to create our brainstorming. We first started with events and closest hotels as the basis of our app. We also went over the aesthetic of our app, clickable features, as well as made a checklist to make sure we fulfilled the rubric requirements. We also created a design system for the wow points and implemented a design system for our project. And we also created a medium and high fidelity version of our product.
And here's some of just our Slack messages. It helped for communication, and we also communicated on Figma itself by writing text boxes and having that workflow of seeing what someone's working on currently, and then being able to message them in Slack and ask them about it really helped our productivity.
Okay. Our next stage was prototype development, and this is our design system. So let's pull it up. In our design system, we basically just used different. These are some of the elements that we use for not just only this app but other apps that are similar to this. So these are some of the elements that we used.
All right, and then the title of our thing was Athens Access. It was mainly going to be for events in their hotels. So our menu just had popular events, events by date, my events, and settings. But we didn't really use the settings because we didn't have limited time. And then on the right there is the logo we picked.
Okay, I was just going to do the prototype walkthrough for us. All right, so starting off, we're greeted with our logo as well as just our title screen. And here's our second slide, so a blurb about what the app is used for. And here we're given two options: either create an account or log in. They're both pretty much, they don't really change the user experience that much. And once we're here, we get to popular events, which is the main part of the app. And in the main part of the app, this is our menu icon, which is like usually known as the hamburger. And we have popular events, events by date, which is basically popular events, but just organized by date, rather than popularity, which is signified using these different colored flames; and my events, which is going to be events that we've signed up for when you click on an event, such as in each of the events, we have an event specific page where you can go in and click, and it'll say save or it's not saved, depending on whether it's saved or not saved. Once we can go in and view hotels to view hotels that are closer to the venue. Oh, okay.
And yeah, so once you're here, you have 4 hotels, and they're ranked 1 through 4 based on distance. And you can click on any of their names to view their full page.
Good.
And so then we went on to the testing phase. For the usability test, we used 5 common functionality, 3 tasks to measure on time, and then 2 post-testing methods for the wow points, including product reaction cards and system usability scales. And then this is just a little bit of what our script looked like, along with some questions that we wrote. Just a quick little scroll through that.
For our usability test reflection, we had 8 users interviewed. We interviewed all of them through Zoom, save for one, which was in person. We also had a similar compliment we received, which was it was easy to pick up and it was easily navigatable. And a similar complaint throughout was that the sort by date feature doesn't remove others that doesn't fit a specific date.
Here's some proof of our testing. Oh, and this is basically just some pictures that we took while we were testing some of our people in person or online.
Yeah, and for our analysis section, we have some quantitative results. We have our success rate by task. These are the percentages. We have our confidence intervals, our geometric mean for our time task, and our system usability scale turned out to be 92.8 across the board.
On the product reaction cards, we found that 4 of the users said that the app was helpful and straightforward, and those were the highest frequencies out of all of our like words. Overall, we had an extremely positive response.
And then for our usability issues, our most failed task was task number 5. Their intuition didn't lead them to click on the clickable hotel names. They instead tried to click on the names on the map, and that does not actually work.
As for another usability issue that was encountered, it was a bit minor compared to the first one, but we noticed that subjects wouldn't click on the icons in the home screen right away, even after noticing the task required event. And instead of choosing to look through the settings, presumably to find something they may perceive also as more tappable. Some of the possible solutions would be organizing events in alternating gray-white rectangles or adding corner radiuses to the event icons.
Our last usability issue is that the tags that were originally on the full events pages were not on the individual event pages, which made it hard for subjects to see how the tags related to the event description. And one solution would just be to have that information on the specific hotel or event page.
There's some qualitative usability findings that we came up with, or we found out, was that users like that popular event page containing events that they might not have previously thought of going to, and showing specific dates for events in the future. However, people said that you can locate events going on out of town multiple dates in advance, so you can plan ahead.
Another finding that we had was that users enjoyed the easy access to a menu and thought it was important for searching purposes when what they wanted wasn't a popular event.
Other usability findings was that users liked how easy it was to find information on nearby hotels. Usually you would need to go to a whole different website, but it's all provided on our app. Really straightforward. If you're looking for it, you're going to find it.
For more qualitative results, our major errors were that the site links don't actually take you anywhere when you're on a hotel's page and click visit site. And a minor error is that the map only lets you look around a certain radius, so it needs to be infinite so that it doesn't cut anything off.
Some of our design recommendations we came up with include adding a time section to our event page instead of the event coordinator having to put it into the description. Another thing that we thought was to put a title and description of the main popular event so that people would know what it actually is. Another thing that we had was also what we had talked about before, which was people not being able to tap on the hotel names in the map page. So this is an example of what it would look like if we could add coordinate radiuses to our hotels.
And then for our reflections, we'll just kind of scroll through them real quick to save time.
Yeah.
This is what Monovan had, and this is what I had. This is what Benive had, and then this is what Sean said. And that's it. Thank you for watching our video.